All right, so we did a little bit about beauty. Let's now move into fashion and festival. And there's no brand I think of more when I think about festival than Revolve. So let's have a Q&A, shall we? Hi, Sorah. You can sit there because that way I can read my pre-selected questions for you. Thank you for coming today, Sorah.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so in general, though, what are ways that you see influencers highlight your brand of Revolve products, the ethos of what Revolve is?
I'd honestly say organically. I think we don't really have a strict process in terms of creators that we work with. We really try to give everyone their own voice when it comes to talking about the brands that they love on Revolve, why they shop on Revolve. So I feel like that's the biggest way we've discovered creators in the past is just having people organically tag us and us kind of finding them that way.
Amazing. Do you see that sort of change around festival season, the types of content that creators are making?
Definitely. I think, like you said, Revolve and Festival kind of go hand in hand at this point. And I think a lot of our creators know that. And we have a lot of festival edits, just, shoes, all of these things that you don't really think about when it comes to festival until the last minute. And I think Revolve's really good for last minute shopping. And I'd say in terms of content too, people are always looking to creators that tag Revolve content when it comes to festival.
Amazing. We kind of hinted at that, but what are product areas that do well for you in general that creators may not realize? Or are there ways or opportunities for content that creators could be making with Revolve, especially around festival season and spring?
Yeah, I love this. I feel like people don't really think about it, but accessories and shoes, I would say, are huge like hits when it comes to festival season. I think people always look to us for like brands and fashion, but what shoes do you wear at a festival is like the number one question I feel like people ask just organically. So thinking
What
about
shoes
that.
do you wear at festival season?
Last year it was that like Jeffrey Campbell Daggett boot. I don't know if you guys went to Coachella, but that was everywhere. And I would say, a comfy boot, one that you don't mind beating up. I think, your Air Force Ones even are a huge hit when it comes to festivals. But that and accessories, I think, people don't think about the hat or the belt that they want to wear until they got their whole outfit together. So, tagging things like that, people are like, oh, okay, that's a hat that I can wear, and you can always, wear that again for festival season another year, and it'll last.
And I'm going to ask a leading question, so this is really for you guys. It's also worth noting fast shipping. So if if people do forget those last minute things they need to get before the festival, that's a great way to highlight through Revolve as well. I mean, your stuff is there.
Yeah, I know people ship to their Airbnbs and hotels in Palm Springs, so that's confirmed. If you forget something, you end up getting there and you're like, oh shoot, I don't have something to wear for Saturday. You can get it when you're there on Thursday if you want to order it then. So that's always something. I think in terms of what you were saying with content and things to tag is just knowing that things always come back up too. I know it's really great to do viral trends in terms of like audio and all of that, but if you think of it from like search engine optimization levels with Google and YouTube, shoes to wear at festival will always come up as a question every year. So if you're the person to get in front of that and say, oh, I wear these every year, that could be something that your content just blows up every year when it comes to festival time.
And also, of course, having the product in hand is, I'm sure, everybody's preference, but wouldn't you say that they could still be making great content even just by going through the website and pointing out things that they would want to buy, right? Or that their friends have bought and loved. So not feeling like they have to have it in hand.
Totally. I think I'm not sure how many of you are fashion versus beauty creators, but I think, everyone's kind of a stylist at this point when they're a fashion creator. And I think just being able to say, oh, these are looks I'm loving right now, or these are things that are trending that I would love to see at festival, even if you're not personally shopping and wearing them yourself, just to be able to recommend that gives really a good idea for people to shop.
What else was I? This is awkward. Am I a little weird about this? What are surprising ways in which influencers have found success with tagging Revolve content? Meaning, what are trends you've seen, or what are some of your favorite ways that they've created tagged Revolve content?
That's a good question. I think it's going back to the organic thing, I just really feel like people, when they find something that they love and they talk about it and it blows up, I'm not surprised because people, I don't know if you've seen like the Free People tank, someone was talking about it and it blew up and everyone was like, oh, this is such a simple white tank, but I love it. And we sell Free People on Revolve. And so that went viral and sold out. And I think, you know, when people are really, really enthusiastic about something, or even that Sharks video with a viral audio, just speaking to something that everyone's kind of looking at already online and being able to tap into what they might want is, you know, everyone's always looking for the basic white tee, something that kind of connects everyone is really, really exciting for people.
And I want to call out something that you actually mentioned earlier, which is the same types of search results. You know, every year people got to wear shoes at Coachella. So none of this should be, you know, new news. So getting out ahead of it, right? And probably creating content well in advance, or even something that you guys can sort of keep in your back pocket when you're banking a lot of content to say, I'm going to roll that out right before Coachella, could be a good strategy as well, right? Because you have consistency with, I'm sure, what people are purchasing through Revolve.
No, totally. And I think there's one creator that I've seen recently who she goes through like her old outfits and it's like, these are outfits I actually wore outside. So that's something I could see for festival. If you happen to go to festival a lot every year, to be like, oh, these are outfits that I wore like 6 years ago to Coachella, but honestly, I could probably wear this again now and it still hit and it's still sold on Revolve.
Cool. We're also going to go through some of your favorite products and brands. I'm going to get my little handy dandy thing and maybe we could talk through some of these.
Yeah, so these are some top trending products over the last 60 days, I believe, just on our site in the fashion category. We do sell beauty as well, but those are excluded for this. And I think you can see Levi's. I know they mentioned that was part of the affiliate program separately, but we do sell that as well. A Goldie, a lot of jeans. It's really kind of a jean period right now. I feel like a lot of people are shopping to figure out their jeans for spring and summer. And Steve Madden, a lot of just brands you'll recognize, probably, maybe some you didn't know we sold.
You guys gotta get a picture of that? This is juicy. Okay. And top brands.
Yeah, top brands, maybe some as well. We have our own brands like Super Down and Lovers and Friends, and then Nike, like I mentioned, in terms of the shoe category. And I believe Summer Fridays is also one of our top beauty brands at the moment.
Are there any brands on here that stand out to you as big hitters in the festival season?
8 Other Reasons I know is probably trending right now because of the accessories. Same with L Space. Your more like swim summer vibes are definitely more popular over the festival season. Base is always really popular. I don't know if you guys need like a travel thing, but I personally really like them as well. Not just because we sell them, but there's a lot of different colorways. So I feel like during festival season with the bags and all that, people really like it.
Any others?
Jeffrey Campbell, obviously, the shoes. But yeah, I think most of these stay pretty consistent in terms of our top selling brands.
Amazing. Did you guys all take a picture of that? Okay, well, enough of me asking questions. Oops. We're going to go into actually some great content that Sorah has hand-selected for us to show you what they're loving, why they love it. So, shall I?
Wine your mind, scatter my head, oh yeah. So fine, wine your mind, scatter my head, oh. Wine your mind, come give me kiss, oh. Wine your mind, waiting be this, oh. Wine your mind, pepe resto, wine your mind.
Cute.
Yeah, so wedding is really popular for us as well. Outside of festivals, probably our biggest edit currently. So for anyone that's bride-to-be, bridesmaid-to-be, your bachelorette, this is kind of fun and goes into the zodiac theme that is honestly really popular for us just in terms of social or even email.
Okay.
Well, just talk to the DJ. You know, you have groupies and everything, but this one was different. Because she had a motive and she just wanted to tell me one thing, and I sort of took the bridge.
I personally just love that one. I think, the more products we have and the more you're able to show just that we do have a large variety of, shoes, fashion, accessories that we all sell. Most of these, like top to bottom, are all on our site, maybe outside of some of the bags. So it's just a good way to be able to tag a lot of product to the same.
And I know if you've heard me speak at Holiday about this, one-stop shopping, sort of the same thing around festival season, right? Like everyone's trying to, oh my God, last minute, I got to get my stuff. Or wedding, whatever it is, where you need to get everything in one fell swoop. That's another great way to call out in your content. Like, this is all the things you can get from Revolve. Add it in your basket right now and you are set. So just something else to keep in mind, that one-stop shopping doesn't have to apply to just holiday. You can sort of use it year-round.
These are my 2024 fashion predictions based on everything I saw at Fashion Week last year and some options to shop them at Revolve. Number one, sequins. We're just getting going on the sequins. They're not going anywhere. They were at Prada, they were at Dior.
This is my favorite option. I love the gradient of the sequins. More is more this year.
Number two is what I'm going to call 3D fashion. At Balmain, they had a ton of looks with 3D applique flowers.
I'm sure you can see on my face how much I love this gown and these little red rosettes. I love this trend. I think it's so fun.
My third prediction is black and white. Schiaparelli was the brand of last year. I'm expecting to see a lot more black and white, a lot more structured looks with volume in the skirts, a lot more structured tailoring.
I love this option. I love the bubble skirt. It's so flattering on the legs. And you're also getting a little bit of sparkle with the rhinestones on the top half.
These are my predictions and my picks, and let me know, do you think I'm right?
Yeah, so like I said, kind of everyone's a stylist now, and just being able to give the suggestions, even if you're not really wearing them, I think the trend predictions is still going to go strong for the rest of the year. So just being able to speak to, okay, like this is what I'm wearing for festival season. These are the trends I think I'm going to see at festival season are always good content to tap into.
And you could also probably do that retrospectively, right? I went to Coachella, or I went to a wedding, I went to grandma's house for brunch, and these are the things that I saw, right? These are the trends that I love. So it could even be a look back instead of, if you don't feel like you can be a future fortune teller, you can also do it retrospectively.
Yeah, both of these are more festival focused content, and it's just one outfit highlight. So it's really just good for people that want like an idea of how clothes fit them or how it'll drape or be worn outside of the site, since we don't have any video.
I'll play that one too.
Pulling up at my door 'cause you need it. Baby, what are you crying for? You don't need it. Getting high with me.
I don't recommend those shoes though.
Do you think it would be helpful if either in the caption or in graphics, the creator told what their size was, right? Told how the fit was, so they could further help people decide, I'm an extra small, or I'm a small, but I sized up because I wanted it to have this drapey look. So just more information on sizing can sort of help also influence the purchase.
Totally, and I think to your point about repetition, you should always speak to your audience as if they're new, so they might not know what size you wear typically, and just being able to kind of reiterate that so that they follow you more. They're like, oh, this girl's my size, and everything she wears is also going to fit me, is nice for them.
Amazing. Do you guys have questions for Sorah? Don't be shy. Oh, sorry.
So I know Revolve is big on Revolve Fest, and you guys have that every year. So when it leads up to that time, are you guys always looking for new creators? How do you guys find who attends Revolve Fest?
That's not me personally, but I can say it's more of an ongoing process, not necessarily like the months before, but even given last year, everyone, how they tagged and worked with us last year is usually how we kind of pull in the list for this year.
Questions? Oh, okay. Hi, Zoe.
Hi, I'm a big fan of Revolve, and I love your favorites feature. I was wondering, this is more of a YouTube question as well. Are we ever going to be able to sync that to YouTube shopping to have like a one-stop shop? Because it's quite a hassle for me to look up what I'm wearing each time, and some of them are out of stock, or I have to search the exact name in terms of YouTube affiliate for the Revolve pieces. So it'd be really nice to sync the Revolve favorites or like my favorites with my YouTube affiliates shopping Revolve.
No. Well, were you here in the beginning? Did you see collections? Is that maybe sort of on the same track where you can sort of start to cull together your favorites into one closet, really, or collection or what have you, so then it's in one spot for your viewers? I think that's probably right now the closest way, but anybody on the shopping team hear that and writing that down? Maybe we can tell someone who does techie stuff. I see nodding heads. So we'll always take your feedback. Actually, I'm glad you asked a question that I don't have the answer to, because anytime you guys have feedback for us, we act on it. Collections, that all came from what you guys wanted. Bulk tagging, that all came from what you guys wanted. So the more you tell us what's working and what's not, the more very smart people will build it for you. So I don't know. Anybody else have any questions? Last one. All right, Sorah, thank you. Oh, Omar. I have one. Don't be, you guys, don't be shy. Everybody, we're all friends.
Me too.
Because I don't know if this is a good question. So, for fashion in general, because I make beauty and fashion content, I want to know what would do better, like long form fashion videos or short form. Like, I feel like we saw a little bit of both, and I want to know which one calls like Revolve's attention, or just any brand you think.
Well, in my field, we're all about A/B testing, so I would say try both and see what lands with your audience. In terms of us, it's more, what gets the clicks and what gets the views and converts later on. So it's really on your part, just having both great content and seeing what your audience resonates with, and then we kind of take it from there.
I'll piggyback on that too. Oh, Brent.
I was going to piggyback.
I'm going to piggyback after.
Something so unique about YouTube is the ability to do both, and to have your short drive to your long form is such a genius feature that only you can do on YouTube. I'm here to help Lauren, so definitely recommend doing that for sure.
And actually, I'm going to call out Nikki. Something that she's told us that she's done in the past is she'll film her long form content, and if there's moments that play as really great 30, 60-second bits on one product or two products, she'll pull those out and turn those into shorts. And so I think as a best practice, what I'd say on shorts versus long form is think about yourself if you're the viewer, right? If you're flipping through a bunch of shorts and you click on view products, to scroll through 15 or 20 products, it's not really the best experience, right? But you also can't do a full haul, or you can't do a full look on a short. So that's sort of where you can, again, play with both of those formats. Do your full haul on the long form. Do your full makeover on the long form, and then pull out some of those great moments to put on shorts. Or we've even heard from a creator, Johnny Ross. He was making a long form video, and he was so freaking excited about this mascara that he was like, hold up. And he like ran to his little shorts area and made a short just about this mascara because he was like, my mind is blown. So play with both and know, again, think about your audience. I know you always are, but think about how it'll be for them to go through your content. Sorry, my answer was long. All right. Last questions? All right. Thank you so much, Sorah.
Thank you.